If you think that you need expensive gear to start filming your first YouTube video, I can guarantee you that that mindset is completely wrong. In fact, the phone that you have in your pocket is probably more than enough to start your creator journey. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 tips that will help you create beautiful looking image just using your phone. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I got something special for you. So let's get started. So tip number 1 is to put your phone on some sort of a tripod. You can find really cheap ones on Amazon, like for $20. I have one. I'm gonna show you what I have, what I'm actually using right now to record. In fact, what we are seeing here is being filmed with my phone, which is a Galaxy S22 Ultra. So it's already a couple of years old, but still, what you see right now is being filmed with a phone. And you can try to achieve something similar to this, which is really just knowledge of how to use light. So tip number 2 is to sit at about 1 meter distance from your phone. Another important thing is to don't use your front camera. You don't need to see yourself. Actually, that's the very distracting thing to have. So use your back camera because their image quality is also better than the front one. More importantly, just use your native lenses, especially if you have a phone with different lens, 3 or 5 or whatever. Never zoom in with your phone. Always use, the best would be always to use the 1x lens. That's what probably give you the best looking image with your phone. So once you put your phone on the tripod and at about 1 meter distance, you wanna turn on your phone the 9 grid. So you can have a reference of the third. And you wanna put your eye on the upper third. In this way, you're not gonna have too much headroom between your head and the top of the frame, and you're gonna be in the center of your image. Tip number 3 is to face a window with natural light, and you can have this window directly in front of you or on a 45-degree angle. The most important thing is to never be sitting in front of the window, so having the window behind you. That will create a silhouette image and you're gonna be completely dark and nobody can even see you. So that's very important. If you don't have lights, just use a window, but have the window on a 45-degree angle or right in front of you. Tip number 4 is to create a background that is not too busy. And by busy, I mean it doesn't need to have a lot of stuff. You can put something. I have a couple of frames just because I'm in my living room. And to be honest, I completely took over the living room. But yeah, just try to have it clean and not too messy. If you have the space, one other pro tip is to place yourself in the corner of the room. As you can see, I'm kind of in the corner of the room because that will create a little bit more depth between me and the background, and the line of the wall kind of point towards me, so that will help me to be more in the center of the attention of the image. And this leads to another important thing about the background, is that you don't want to, if you can, you don't want to be sitting right in front of a wall. You want to have some sort of separation between you and the background, because that will create depth and will create a much more pleasing image. And tip number 5, which is the most important of all, and most people always overlook this one, is good audio. If you ever have to invest any sort of money before you start, don't look at cameras, don't look at lights, just get a decent microphone. You don't need to go crazy with microphone, you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars, even something with, I don't know, I didn't see the price, but from $30 to $50 you can find pretty decent microphone that you can plug in via USB on your phone. and that will help you to have a much clearer sound, because you can get away with bad image quality or with bad lighting, but if a video sounds bad, nobody's gonna watch. I see some people recording with their phone without a microphone, and that's echoing, it's very distracting. You kind of really wanna skip to the next video straight away. So the most important thing, if you want to spend some money, and in fact I do recommend to spend some money, as the first priority is a decent microphone. So those are the tips to create a decent looking image. But the most important thing is not the camera that you are filming on, not how many lights are you using for filming, not even which microphone you're using to record your audio, but obviously the main core of a video to be successful or not is the message that you are delivering. So there is a lot of people that are filming just simply with their phone, with a very basic setup, but what they have to say is actually resonating with a lot of people, and that is what makes them successful. So don't overthink gear, don't be overwhelmed by it. If you have something important to say, and if you can relate to people, gear doesn't matter. You can have a $10,000 camera, but if what you're saying it's fluff, it's not gonna take you anywhere. So focus on what you need to say, what's your message, who are you talking to, and gear you can always upgrade one at a time. But to get started, just use your phone and you'll be completely fine. And that's about it. That's all you need to do to start recording your first video with your phone. So as a thank you for watching all the way through the end of the video, and if you're trying to start your YouTube channel but you are feeling overwhelmed and you're overthinking things, I created a simple step-by-step guide that will help you start recording the same day or the day after. Honestly, if you follow those steps, you can start recording in no time. I also added a couple of filler sentences that you can use if you get stuck, you don't know what to say, or you don't know how to start, or you don't know how to continue. You can just check that guide and you'll be completely fine. So let me know how you go. I would really love to see something that you create, with, especially by using this guide, and if this guide it actually help you in any way. Just add a comment below. And for now, that's it from me, and I'll see you to the next one. Ciao.